Hey guys, Glass from the Past here, otherwise known as Sam. This is my first video, kind of like an introduction or something like that, and going over my collection and all that stuff. What I collect is glass insulators and bottles. Sometimes I find them, sometimes I buy them from antique stores, and sometimes I go bottle digging and looking for insulators on the railroad. So this video I just thought about going over my collection. We'll start over here, but mainly just this over here is rare in the display case where it's lit up. It's more valued stuff in my opinion. Got the rare insulators up here, common and unique insulators that appeal to me in a way. And then we got some rare bottles and common bottles down here too. And over here are the insulators, and most of the insulators and those bottles, the majority of the bottles are down there in the bottom right here. And we got some other insulators up here, shards and marbles and whatnot, mason jar caps. So we'll start at the bottom here. This one, the bottle, I don't know what it is, kind of appealed to me since I found it in a creek. This one I dug. It's a malt marrow, Chicago. It's a brewing bottle, amber. I'd say it'd be from the 20s. It's a nice bottle. Very hard to find in the dump apparently, because a lot of them were broken and whatnot. I'd find bits of them. There's a milk bottle right here, 1 quart. I found that at my grandma's. I was metal detecting, and other than besides nails and junk metal in the hole, there was this bottle that I ran into just randomly. It's perfect condition, no real chips or anything, a couple of fractures and whatnot and bubbles, but it's pretty good. There's another malt marrow in the background too. There's a jug or crock, whatever you want to call it, in the back that I got from my grandpa. There's an acid bottle right here, some new, too modern really to even talk about bottles. Same thing with that one back there. There's a Ford coil here that I picked up at an antique store. There's this milk glass. This is a milk glass bottle I found. I'm pretty sure it's like a type of lotion or something. Found it in a creek after some rainstorms, so it washed it up. And this is areas of the med area / poisons and whatnot. There's a couple other bottles back there that are like flasks and sodas. And I guess we'll start right here. Is a medicine bottle from Illinois. I found it at a rock. This is a swamp root for kidney, liver, and bladder cure. It's pretty nice. Like the embossing on it. This is a Chamberlain's colic chlorine. Can never pronounce that name right there. And diarrhea remedy. Found that. It's a nice Aqua Med bottle. And there's a Vaseline. Found that one too. It's pretty nice. There's a couple other ones that aren't really too special. A Great Seal, and then there's a Slick back here. It's too common. There's a couple poisons right here that I've gotten from my grandpa. This one says AAG. He found this in my great-grandpa's garden a long time ago at their farm. It's having a really hard time focusing my camera. And this one's really old. I say this is about the turn of the century probably. Still got the glass cork on it. And there's the same one back here, same exact bottle, just with now the substance in it. Then there's a Castoria laxative bottle. Pick that up at an antique store. There's a milk and magnesia back here. Everyone's seen that. That's a bottle collector. Pepsi from the 80s, a flask back here. That's a nice flask. Focus, my goodness. It's not one to focus. Stupid camera. And moving over here, there's a tobacco snuff chew. I dug that. That's from the late 1800s. It's got an interesting lip on it. There's a cobalt over here. I believe that to be a poison. Cobalt poison. Doesn't want to focus. There's a bromo seltzers that I found yesterday in the creek walk. Actually, I dug on the side of the bank where I dig my bottles, where the town dump is. Come on, focus. It's not one to focus. There we go. And then we already went over this. There's a couple other common insulators up here throughout here. Some Brookfields down there and whatnot, Hemingways. This one's a Hemingway 12. Patent May 2nd, 1893. And found that one. And the side of a washout on the railroad track. And there's a bunch of Hemingways, Hemingway 42s, Hemingway number. These are 42s down here. Some white-tailed Tatums, green aqua. Same thing throughout here and up here. There's a couple beehives down here. A Brookfield beehive. Hemingway 40, number 40s and whatnot. Same thing up here. Hemingway 42s in the clear. There's a white-tailed Tatum. And there's just some ceramic ones back there. There's some other insulators / shards and other stuff I found, like this one. Found that. Just decided to keep it even though it's pretty well broken. There's a spindle insulator. Hemingway made it too. There we go. Yeah, it's a spindle. It's a nice one. I picked that one up for about 12 bucks. There's some other bits and whatnot up here. I don't know if I have this light plugged in. No, I don't. Some Boyd caps up here are general zinc caps for mason jars. This one I found yesterday among with these other ones, which I think is kind of rare to find. I would say it's opalescent. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty nice one too. It's like got the milk swirls and whatnot in it. Yeah, that one's a pretty cool piece. And I got some other bits up here. Some marbles. Found that one yesterday in the creek. Then found this one at my grandparents'. This is a lightning rod insulator right here too from the 1800s. There's a couple other insulators up here, Hemingway 42s and an aqua, green aqua. There's a bottom to an amber Coke. I just like that script. I keep on finding broken bits of these amber Coca-Cola bottles from about 1950. I can't wait to find one that's actually whole. A Provo type insulator. Late 1890s, turn of the century. There's some other stuff up here. Some baking powder up here, lanterns and whatnot. We don't really go into those. And then there's a mason jar. Pick that one up too. Patent November the 30th, 1858. That's a nice one. There's the ball jars and whatnot, mason ones I store my cash in, or change. And up here, this is where the rare insulators are, like how I said. Really nice ones, the Hemingway CS and opalescent. This one's really sought after in collectors. People really like these. I don't know if you're an insulator collector and you don't like this, I don't know what's wrong with you. Really nice piece. There's a Madewell 19 in a purple, a Hemingway number 19, an amber color. That one's a really nice one. I like that one. It's a really nice piece. All mint condition besides a couple chips on the skirt and a couple of drip points missing. That's a pretty nice piece though. Then a buy from yesterday, I got Hemingway 19 Cobalt. Really sought after too for collectors in this hobby. This is meant this would be worth $400, but sadly it's not. It's pretty well damaged, but despite the damage, it's a really nice piece. Damaged or not damaged. And honestly, every time I see someone, a collector, having one of these in their collection, it's got a fair amount of damage on it. That one was dug in a Hemingway dump. There's a Brookfield back there, a Hemingway 19, or why did I say 19? A Hemingway 12 with milk swirls on it. You can see the white swirls in the glass. It's pretty nice. There's an Amptel Teleco Beehive right here, and then an Amber 660. Hemingway, by the way, that's a Hemingway 660 and an Amber. And there's a Brookfield CD 130, I think, somewhere around there. Forget, but what I do know, Brookfield. This is a early screw top when they converted from threadless to screw top, where they screwed it on the thread, or they screwed it on the pin. Very nice one. That's about 1870s. There's some common ones right here that appeal to me. Common. Last thing we get down the bottles. These are some nice ones. All right here. I bought some right there. I bought that one too. Then these two right here are Yonker Bottling Works bottles from Indianapolis. These two I dug too. And then there's a couple of hutches over here. Haven't dug a hutch yet, sadly. But I got the J.C. Yonker Indianapolis hutch variant. It's pretty nice. From Indianapolis, Indiana. It's pretty local, close to me. I got another hutch right here, another rare. It's a mineral from Circleville Mineral Water Co. from Ohio. Then there's an MRS hutch. This is the first one that I bought. I don't know much about that one, but those two hutches right there are rare. And there's some broken bits down here. There's a bit to this Coke. That's the most I've ever found intact of this base script amber Coca-Cola bottles from Indianapolis too. Pretty nice, especially this straight side Coke right there. Those ones are pretty hard to find too in the dump. A lot of them were broken that I found. Then over here, this one's very cool and rare. That's a J.A. Lomax from Chicago, blob top soda. That one's pretty rare. It's a 1870s. Got a couple other Savannah Brewing amber Coca-Cola bottle here that I bought, and some Coke bottles here, sodas. And some in the back right here is a Crush bottle, some other brewing bottle. I'm really crunching time right now. I'm about to run out of space on my camera. And these two back here I found recently. That's an Indianapolis brewing bottle, really nice. I hope to find one of those that are whole. It's broken, sadly, but I brought it back home just for a reference to look up. I really like the embossing on that bottle. It's really nice. Then a Louisville Tifo, or Tifu, not Tifu, why did I say Tifu? I forget how to pronounce that name in the beginning. Anyway, Kentucky. So, that's a nice bottle I found yesterday. Can't pronounce that middle name again. Tifu, I don't know, yeah. The mind is blank. Anyway, really crunching time right now. That's the most of the collection. Pretty nice. Like again, when it comes to my bottles, most of them I bought, but then there's some in the mix that I have bought, collected, or I collect them all. What am I talking about? Bought and dug, found, whatnot, etc. So that's all. You can follow me on Instagram at samwoodall02, where I post all my buys and finds and whatnot. And that's all. Please like and subscribe. See y'all in the next video. Hopefully I will get a digging video or something like that along the lines of finding insulators or bottles. See you next time.